Hello, welcome everybody. Different night tonight, just to mix it up a little. Hi, Kaz, you're first into the room. We've got lots of shows coming and we're going to have a few coming on different days just to fit in with a few schedules over the next few weeks. So keep a bit of an eye on the page just in case it gives you a different day. It is probably correct. We're trying a new feature with the comments tonight. I don't know if it's easier for you guys to read, but I don't have eyes that will read that small. Anyways, we've got Andrew waiting for us to have a chat today. So pop in the comments if you've heard his latest single and we'll welcome him into the room. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome. I don't know. How are those comments on your side? Are they tiny?
Well, so here's the thing. I can see them on the tiny screen, but I'm also on the back end. I don't have my screen at full. I can see them much bigger in the comment section to the right of the page.
Good. So you can see it. Well, it's Kaz. Kaz is in the room watching on YouTube, which
I saw that. G'day, Kaz.
I know everyone's going to be asking the first questions. Baby, how's it all going?
Well, baby, it's going well. Thank you. How are you? It's look, we are well and truly overdue. So any moment is it's just I'm waiting every night. I go to bed and I expect an elbow from Simone in the middle of the night going, "We got to go." So yeah, it's getting to the tail end. It's pretty surreal. Pretty surreal to think that I'm going to be a dad any day, and I don't know how that's going to feel. So it's weird.
It's so exciting when you put all the posts up. I've been watching and it's been really interesting watching you do all the things, the car seat and all sorts of things. Was that really hard to do?
You know what? It wasn't. People make it out to be a lot harder and you book in for a professional to do it.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, you know what I did? I read the instructions.
Oh, whoa.
I know. I broke the man code and I read the instructions.
That's really, don't tell people they're going to hate you forever. Robert is in the comments and he said to say thank you for his birthday wishes on the 26th of May. Well, happy birthday.
You're welcome, mate. Hope you had a great birthday.
Yeah, 26th. Now, that was that a week ago? I don't know what the date is today. It was a week ago.
So 26th of May is actually my mum's birthday as well. But I did receive a message from Shane asking to wish Bert a happy birthday. So I didn't realize it was for the same day as my mum. There you go. It must be a good person.
Absolutely. And Scott has already popped up a fun fact for us. He said that you're about to be a dad to your beautiful partner Simone and expecting any day now. And this is the photo of you with the car seat. Very proud of yourself right there.
That's me looking terrified because I have a baby seat in my car. And the amount of traction that got was incredible.
See, baby stuff always goes well because everyone likes the happy news, not the middle of the night calls, but the rest of it they like. Yeah. So you're trying to fit a few sleeps in between now and baby coming, or you been working flat out right up to now?
No, I mean, look, there's always stuff to do. There's always admin stuff. But I've got. Sorry, my dog has decided to come say hi.
Oh,
this is Nancy. There's, I've taken a bit of a break from the touring so I can be home with the baby for a little bit and Sim. But then, I'm always got to plan ahead. You don't just all of a sudden have a tour booked next week and it all comes together. So there's doing that stuff, trying to get everything for the next album ready as well. And keeping busy around the house. So getting the nursery ready. And so I've been busy.
Absolutely. And I was actually going to ask you, because you're hoping to have a new album out before the end of the year. Is that sort of still the rough plan?
That is the rough plan. So I ducked down to Tassie in March and recorded as much as I could for what I needed to do on the album. So that way when I'm at home, it's just left to being mixing and mastered and all that sort of stuff. So I've tried to be super organized. And it all looks great on paper, and we'll see if it can come together. But the idea would be an album a bit later in the year and a tour to accompany it.
Wonderful. Excitement. And baby on the road with you.
I don't know. It'll all depend on Simone's schedule because Sim has one semester of uni left.
Oh, my gosh. What is she studying at uni?
So She's studying IT, and when we were first discussing having a baby, we were like, in an ideal world, when would be the best time for the baby to arrive? And she's like, oh, mid next year on semester breaks would be great because I get like 2 months off, and then I can do my last 6 months. And we nailed it apparently. So Sim is currently on uni break until August or so, and then she's got 1 semester left.
Wow, how exciting. And you did. That doesn't happen. That's unheard of. Don't try and repeat that same process because it won't happen again.
I'm not going to try and repeat the same process because I'll be quite content with one.
And no more uni after that.
Well, and I've got the two step boys, 2 step kids as well. So, that we got plenty of young energy around the house.
How excited are they for the new baby?
They're pretty excited.
Yes.
The youngest one is pretty excited to not be the baby of the family anymore.
Yes, that's fair. And you got 2 that are, good babysitters when you need a few minutes spare.
Well, that's it. They've already been telling us how, like, they've worked out the age difference. And one of them's like, so, like, I'll be able to drive her to McDonald's when she's, like, 8. I'm like, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
That's the important things. Isn't that the first place that everyone drives to when they get their license?
Like, life goals right there. I love it.
Yeah. What's your first thing? I'm going to go through the drive-through.
I'm going to take her through the drive-through. Yeah.
I'm not going to do what my mum does and go through the drive-through and order and pay and forget the meal. She's done that a few times now. So
love it.
I like to just remind her you need to stop.
You need to stop that last window. That's where it's at.
Yeah. She got to Grand's a few weeks ago and she said, I ordered you a coffee and I left it at McDonald's.
I love that.
The thought was there. That's all that mattered. Latest single, Get Lost. I love this one. It's upbeat. It's fun. And the film clip is wonderful. Tell us, when did this song come into the world and for you and the story behind?
Well, this one only came into my world back in, I want to say February, late January. No, it would have been Feb, I think.
Blake wrote this one, didn't he?
Blake Danni wrote it, and we were writing a couple of songs together for the new album. And Blake, I think, is more interested in brewing beer at the moment than he is at making music.
Very important.
Yeah, he loves it. It's his passion, and I'm all for it. But he's an incredible writer, incredible musician. Sometimes he's been playing guitar for me as well. And I just said to him, man, if you've got any songs you think might be a good fit for me, I'm about a song or 2 short of this album. For where I'd be with songs. I've got enough songs, but I wouldn't mind another 1 or 2 to be able to choose from. And he sent through, a couple of songs. And the moment I heard this song, I was like, yeah, this one connects with me. I'm all about getting out of town, getting to places I haven't been before. I said, this one's written for me and I want it. So he was cool with it. And then, Matt Fell and I had a whole bunch of fun recording it down in Tassie there.
Well, it's a pretty perfect spot to come in at Nevesta times than to record.
Especially a song called Get Lost when you're in the middle of nowhere in Tassie doing it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, especially at Matt's. It's stunning. Like, you just walk out the back door and it's like a painting. It feels like it's a painting. Yeah, it's beautiful. Cold, very cold.
It is cold. At the moment, it would be freezing. Yeah. But it was actually great. Simone came with me for that trip of recording. She hadn't been to Tassie before. Yeah, she'd never been to Tassie. I did a few shows and then she hung around for the week and we managed to do a little bit of sightseeing for her, and it was awesome. We loved it.
I was so upset because you were here and I was away.
Yeah.
It's like we passed in the sky with all the artists that come down here. I just don't know why they haven't rang me and checked my diary when they
that's very, very inconsiderate of us, and I apologise. Yeah.
Next time.
On behalf of all the artists touring Tassie, I'm sorry.
Didn't fit. Next time it will. We hopefully get you down here on the next tour. And the next recording session as well while you're here. Tell us, where did you film the film clip? Because I love it. It looks like it's really, you've got so many different backdrops. Was it all close together?
No. Well, so
you have to travel lots.
I didn't have to travel at all. I did. I was actually meant to film the music video of all places on Andrew Farris's property the week before we shot this, because he's out in the middle of nowhere, and it's a beautiful property. And that was the weekend they had all that torrential rain in that area. We had to cancel. So I hit up Duncan Toombs, who's, we've done a few clips together, we've done some gigs, he's a really good mate. And I said, look, mate, I need a music video for this song. Can you help me out? He goes, yeah. And we were talking about locations. And he goes, I've got a spot on Central Coast here, because I was on a tight schedule because Simone was like freaking out about me not being home. Now, this was a month ago. So like in hindsight, we would have been well and truly fine, but I needed to get home in case the baby came. And so we organised for me on the drive back from Queensland to stop in at Central Coast. And he took me out to this national park. I can see it playing in the corner there. And it's a stunning spot on the Central Coast. I had no idea it was there. And then I shot with him for about 4 hours, 5 hours. Then I started driving to Melbourne to try and get home. And he did something pretty great. He's had years and years and years of filming all over this country. So he spliced everything in for me and made it the clip it is. Yeah.
That one with the rock and the tree. The tree is one of my favorite scenes. But the rock and the tree.
Well, so all the spots, all my performance spots were all in the one place, but it's such a diverse location. We made it look like it was.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it does. It's worked very well. And anything that Duncan touches always goes well, doesn't it?
It does. You wouldn't believe, I think all those shots of me performing are within maybe a kilometre of each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
Far out. It is extremely different. It's like different. Yeah. Totally different world. Yeah. Well, very special. How have people been receiving this one? It's a good fun song.
Great. Like, look, it's getting a lot of support from radio. I love seeing that people are Shazamming it. They hear it. That means they hear it. They like it. They want to know who sings it. But yeah, look, I'm loving seeing it pop up on the charts, and charts are great. But the real thing for me is how people have reacted to it live, and so far it's been incredible.
Live, and that's the thing, isn't it? You do try and test a fair few of your songs live before you actually make that final decision for it releases, don't you?
Yeah, it's one of those things where, depending on the show, like I knew that this one was going to be a single. I knew it was coming out, and I had maybe 2 or 3 shows where I was like, oh, we can give this a test run with the band and it'd be a good audience, like not just an intimate show. And it was great. Like the vibe was spot on. People were into it. I think it's just got one of those vibes right from the moment you hear it, where you're like, yes, this is fun. Yeah.
Yep, it does. Absolutely. And that's the thing, that the first thing that catches you is that the tune. You just straight right away, you're into it. Like, it's not a slow build. You're just into it from that second, and it just keeps going all the way through.
We don't have any time to waste around here, Danni. We just get going.
Apparently you've got plenty of time. all this waiting around. So you haven't got many shows coming up, but you do have one this weekend, though. Is that this weekend, or is it?
Yeah, I've got one on Sunday.
Yeah, that's that's brave, but that's okay. We can do it from the hospital. How close to home is that?
That's about an hour and a half. So it's not scary far away. And I only booked it because I'm like, that's well after our due date. We'll be fine.
Well, we can almost say that's going to be the birth date, can't we?
Yeah, right.
Have you spoken to the doctor and just said, look, I've got dates booked on these dates. Can you make it happen in between?
Would you believe the doctors don't really care about where you're performing?
Isn't that terrible?
Where or when? No, they don't care so much. But look, there's some fun dates coming up. There's enough there to keep me busy. And I'm only ducking out for a day or two at a time. I think there's another couple to be announced soon as well within that period. As then hopefully I'll have a bunch of shows to announce with the tour of the album.
Yep, absolutely. Now, album coming out. This song's going to be on the album. Can you tell us anything about it? Is it? Have you made the final cuts now? Like, have you got to the final songs?
Yeah, I think I've even got the track listing, even though the songs aren't quite finished. I think I've worked out the order. I'm someone who loves to listen to an album from start to finish. So when I put a track listing together, I want it to be not just here's all the fun stuff at the start and let's peter off towards the back. So I usually try and finish with a sentimental song, start with a bit of a bang, and then we'll sort of slow down for a song and build it back up. and I think I've got that happening. But look, this song is on it. Nothing Better, which was out earlier in the year, is on it. And Hot Damn It's Been a Minute, which came out back in August last year for the Gimme Muster, that's also on this record. But it's a lot of these songs that have made the cut. I wrote roughly a year ago at Song Hubs when I was in Nashville, the 3-day writing camp. And we also did one back in March last year in Victoria here. So it was really, I mean, that whole writing experience was a lot of fun, but to have half a dozen of those songs make the album was pretty cool, because you're writing with people you haven't written before. And look, I'm really happy with this album. I think it's probably the most confident and happy I've been in an album. So I'm the harshest critic on myself. So but I think we've got a good collection of songs here.
I like this. That's confidence. It's good confidence to hear.
Well, maybe I've always been so harsh on it because in previous albums I've done more of the writing, whereas this has been a lot more co-writes. So there's a lot more influences. Like it's not just on my shoulders to go, yeah, this album's great, and it's all on mine.
When you go into those co-writes at those things, do you go in thinking that you're going to come out with a certain style, or do you just sort of go in with a blank slate and just see what happens in there? How do you do it?
Well, look, in co-writes in general, you sort of try to take something into the write, and you can pitch it to the other writers. Sometimes they'll click with it, sometimes they won't. And you can say, look, I'm writing for my album at the moment. I'm writing for a project. Here's the sort of vibe that I'm looking for in a song. Yes. And, if you can get on the same page as people, sure, you can write it. But the best thing to do really is to go in there and go, what are we going to write? Let's have a feel. How are we feeling? I've got this idea. I've got this idea. And we find something that we can all click with. And then you're all motivated and on the same page to make it work. And you're not necessarily coming out with something in particular. Like it's just, that's a cool song. Hopefully that makes the cut of the next album.
Yeah. I love hearing how everyone's story. Now, I know you're sitting there with your guitar ready to go. Would you still like to do a song?
Yeah, I can do a song for you.
Well, I will give you the room, and we'll see you in a moment.
Sure. I think it'd be rude of me not to play the new single. So here's Get Lost. Out where the blacktop turns to dirt, way off the map, where phones don't work, feel like you're at the edge of the earth. Go on, just get lost. Band's up way too loud, the lights dim way too low. If I'm gonna get to know you, we need a new place to go. Oh, the bar's out on the main drag, feel a little bit been there, done that. Hey, I got a better idea, why don't we just get lost? Out where the blacktop turns to dirt, way off the map, where phones don't work, feel like you're at the edge of the earth. Go on, just get lost. Out in the scrub, under the pines, fill up your cup, lose track of time. You won't believe just what you can find. Go on, just get lost. I called up my old man, said I need some advice. This neon jungle don't sleep. What's a man gotta do to survive? Well, what you do, son, is get a backpack. Put your foot on the pedal, don't look back. Yeah, it's as easy as that. Go on, just get lost. Out where the blacktop turns to dirt, way off the map, where phones don't work, feel like you're at the edge of the earth. Go on, just get lost. Out in the scrub, under the pines, fill up your cup, lose track of time. You won't believe just what you can find. Go on, just get lost. We don't need to know exactly where we're going to, but if we want to find out, maybe all we've got to do is get lost. Get lost. lost. Yeah. Get lost. Come on, get lost. Out where the black top turns to dirt, way off the map, but phones don't work. Feel like you're at the edge of the earth. Go on, just get lost. Where only static comes through the dial. Won't see another footprint for miles. Tune out the world just for a while. Go on, just get lost. Out in the scrub, under the pines, fill up your cup. Lose track of time, you won't believe just what you can find. Go on, just get lost. Go on, just get lost. Come on, let's just get lost.
I really love it. You actually look like you're just enjoying yourself when you're singing that song.
It's a
fun song. It is. I can't wait to hear the album. I'm really excited that it's coming out this year. It's really not that far away for the rest of the year. So
I know. I've got to get my money with you.
Scary, isn't it? Scott just popped a comment in and he said, do you see any GGs behind you? There's a couple there, yes. Just below the other guitars that are on the wall.
Yeah.
All the awards just there, polished and shiny.
The cleanest thing in this house.
Yeah, that's right. You have got such an exciting last half of the year coming up. And as Scott has with our fun facts, he said that you've got 3 golden guitars and you've had 3 #1 ARIA albums and probably 4 soon, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. That'd be nice.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
If the album's out by October, it's going to be out by the 31st of October, doesn't it? For GGs.
For the golden guitars.
Yeah, I think is it October?
I think the cutoff's 30th of September. 30th of September.
September this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got a bit of time. Not long.
Yeah, got a bit of time. But look, I'm not rushing it. I want to make sure that I don't even think in September I could probably get out and tour it properly. So I want to make sure that it's right timing for me and not for an awards cutoff. Awards are great, but it's you got to do what's right for you as well.
Exactly, and also you've got 3 to dust.
Yeah,
how
that's
much
right.
dusting can one do? Just imagine what it was like for Slim when he had to, or Troy. How much
Troy,
dusting
Troy.
Yeah, all that dusting.
You'd have to get a cleaner just for his golden guitar.
Yeah, what a terrible job.
Yeah. So what's your job? Full-time dusting Troy Casdale's golden guitars. Yeah.
That's exactly right. You have got such an exciting year, as I was saying. Are you hoping to maybe do another single when you release the album? Is that a plan?
Yeah, look, I'm hoping. Look, to be honest, I'm hoping to have a single between the album release and this one. So, look, there's music to come. Plenty of music I've got to share with you all. So there's at least one more before the album, I think.
That's very exciting. And another fun fact that Scott has put up that you've had over 7.6 million streams. You could almost buy us all Maccas.
Yeah, that's it. I might be able to afford to have someone dust half a golden guitar trophy.
Yeah, exactly. At least once in your lifetime. Just that once, so you'll be able to afford it. Jonathan has popped in and said hello. Paula said that she loves the song. Lots of people popping in. Where can we listen to this song and keep an eye on you for when the album or next single are coming? What's the best spots to watch?
Yeah, look, wherever you're listening to music, you should be able to find that song. If you can't, someone's not doing their job, and let me know so I can sort them out. But otherwise, all your information that you need, if you're interested in me, is www.andrewswift.com.au. There's a link to the website, the social media, and all that sort of stuff there. So I do need a website overhaul. It's that was for the last album, but we'll get there.
Don't we all though? Like the website, you have so many spots to update.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We just need to find that does all at once. All of it. I do have one that does kind of do that, but not for us because I haven't got ours on there.
I just haven't had time between my second job of being Troy's golden guitar dusting.
His golden guitars. Yeah, look, we've all got to work somehow. We've got to get dollars in whichever way we can.
This album's not going to fund itself.
Maybe if you take yours there at the same time, it won't make dusting them feel as, hard. Let's get paid to do it. Yeah.
I sneak mine in, and so they get a free clean. Troy pays
That's
for me to
right.
clean my own guitars.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, he's got enough of them. Surely he can afford that. Surely now.
I wonder if he'd notice one going missing.
Maybe
That's
not.
not encouraging anyone to steal one of his going guitars.
It'll be on the news tomorrow.
Yeah.
Troy gets a daily golden guitars. It'll be our fault.
Yeah.
Goes missing.
I don't think I wouldn't steal one. I think what I'd do is just. I wonder if he keeps them in order, and then you mess up the order. Yeah.
That's what I would do. Yeah, or turn them around, but you couldn't fingerprint because they're all dusted and shiny, so there'll be no dusty fingerprints or anything left. So you can get away.
This is getting ridiculous, Danny. This is ridiculous.
Kaz has said that she's looking forward to reviewing your album, and all the best with the baby.
Thank you, Kaz.
There's so many people. I cannot wait to see how you're going with the baby, and I hope Simone's doing really well. I bet you she's just itching to get it here and
I hope she's doing really well too. I haven't seen her for about 27 minutes.
So. She might have had it already. You might be.
Some mornings I wake up and I just go, "You still pregnant?"
Yeah, fortunately. She's out sleeping on the chair because she's too uncomfortable in the bed.
That's it.
The poor thing. Well, I hope it happens soon. I hope you still get to do your gig on Sunday and that it goes well. And is people still able to come to that one? Is it sold out?
Yeah, so that one's a bit of a bit different. That one's the Alexandra Truck Show. So I'm not sure how ticketing for the actual truck show works, but we're performing at the event, as is Billy Joe Porter. Yes. I do know that the tickets are, if they're not already sold out, they're close to sold out for the Buxton show in Queensland, the Kickin' Country Camp Out. So it's like a mini festival. It's myself, Caitlin Shadbolt, and Keely Allen. So it's going to be a fun night.
Driving to that one or flying?
Just flying for that one.
Flying to that. Well, I am flying that day to Queensland as well, so I might see you. You never know.
Mind you, we worked out there's like 10 Queensland airports that you can fly to.
There are, I know.
Because my guitarist, he rocked up at the airport the other week, and they go, "Where are you off to?" And he goes, "I'm going to Queensland. I don't know which airport. Like, I need to check my boarding pass."
Don't know where. I know I'm flying. Did they think this guy's drunk? Should we let him on?
Yeah. He's a crack up. He just knows, usually because I organise everything for him, he just knows he needs to be at the airport at a certain time. And then he just goes to check in and hopes for the best.
He's probably lucky that he's going to the same airport every time. At least he gets
he's got that part down pat. Yeah,
that's the main thing. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us tonight. It has been always fun as always, and hopefully we get to get you back for your next single and baby news. We can't wait for that. Watching.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
There becomes a photo on the page soon after you've had it. We love Billy Joe here as well.
Jonathan. Yeah, Billy Joe's awesome.
Absolutely wonderful. One of my favorite people to interview. But thank you. Have a great night, everybody. And we'll see you all next week.
Thank you. I don't know if you know this jukebox hack, but it's kind of like the old video games. You press something in the right order, something cool happens. So if you press R, back, forward, R, you'll hear my new single. I wear the black top turns